So the Pop the Balloon show, as promised, was coming to Netflix, and today the very first episode aired. And I'm not going to lie, when I first heard about it, when I first found out that Netflix was going to take on their own rendition of the show, I thought that I was going to be disappointed, and I was absolutely right. It sucked.
You can't say that.
Is he allowed to say that?
it louder.
Pop the Balloon Live, the only live dating show where singles test their chemistry and compete for a first date. Only one thing is certain: when their balloon pops, so does their chance at love. Tough crowd.
I'm in for a good time. Now come with me.
I'm Yvonne Orji, and this is Pop the Balloon Live. Tune in. I mean, we'll be there. Where will you be? Because it's live. That's how life works.
Okay, so like I said, it aired today. The host was Yvonne Orji. The original show is hosted by BM and Arlette. They're a married couple. It's over on Netflix. They usually drop episodes on Wednesday. When they first made the announcement that it was coming to Netflix, I thought that the original show, the one that's popularized this whole pop the balloon format, I thought that was going away. Thankfully, it's not. Because this thing that they got going on in Netflix is not it. It is not my cup of tea. But because we like the show, because we like Arlette and BM, what they've popularized and what they built, we said, let's just check it out. But it was everything that I thought it was going to be. It's a huge production team over on Netflix. They're putting money behind it, thinking that they're going to capture the same vibe of the show that's on YouTube. It is just not the same. You can't just throw money at something and be like, oh, it's going to work out because we have more money and we have a bigger production. It doesn't work. The stars that they had from other shows that they have on Netflix, there was a guy from The Challenge. There was Chase from Too Hot to Handle. There was a couple of people on there that were recognized, that I recognized. The show just doesn't work on Netflix like I thought it wouldn't. It's more tailored to YouTube, to a non-traditional media format, because you have that authenticity when you're watching it on YouTube. You have people that are coming from all over the country. They're of the culture, right? This is more of a tailored and scripted thing. Even though it's live, even though they're saying that it's live, the experience on Netflix is more curated than what you're seeing on YouTube. Now, I am going to shoot them just a little bit of bill, because this is a difference between doing a show where you have edits for sweeping up the floor, reorganizing people, getting people ready for the next person that's going to come out. That's different than doing a live show where everything is rolling. You're capturing all your mistakes in real time, right? So I am shooting them some bell there. But this thing was absolutely forced. If you watched it, then you saw right from the beginning, Yvonne Orji, she was trying to be funny. She was trying to make a lot of jokes, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what we've come to expect, and we've come to like Pop the Balloon for. We like it for that authentic experience of watching somebody try to basically speed date 5 to 10 people, whether that be women interviewing the guys or the guys interviewing the women. You're watching people speed date, and you're seeing in real time what the actual data market is like. Not people from all of these different shows that Netflix has previously tried to make famous. They're coming up there to try to find matches with. Like, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And it's everything that I thought it was going to be. It's a disaster. It's a train wreck. And maybe as they go, if it's actually live, they'll kind of get their footing. But what I saw tonight is not a good representation. I don't think it's a good representation of what they're trying to put out. Like, if this is how the format is going to be, they might as well just go ahead and scrap this show, because it's not going to continue to get the ratings that they think it's going to get. They probably got a spike up front because you have all the people coming from YouTube. They want to see what Netflix is going to do, what their interpretation of it is. But the fact that it was a train wreck this bad, nobody matched. The first guy came out and basically all the girls said he was creepy. The guy that I said I recognized from Too Hot to Handle, Chase, all the girls said, like, yo, you look like you're joking. Like, you look like you're not really here to be serious about finding a relationship. Like, it's not really conducive for the audience that they're trying to capture from YouTube to come over to Netflix and tune into this thing week after week. That's just what I saw. You know, maybe you watched it. Maybe you saw something different. I don't know. But my initial thoughts when this was announced was it's not going to work on a platform like Netflix. And based on what I saw, I was absolutely right. Maybe they'll get it together as time goes on. Maybe they'll find their footing. Maybe they'll change it up a little bit. Maybe they'll get some air under their wings and it can be better. But as of right now, for me, it's unwatchable and it's cringy. And I will be going back to the YouTube version of the show with Arlette and BM, which is a more classy, authentic version of what the dating market is actually like in a speed dating scenario. So those are my thoughts. If you like the video, subscribe to me back here for the next conversation. And if you have thoughts, let the world know. This is the place for discourse. Till next time. Peace.